Timing is everything. I understand why some situations happen. I understand why some experience happen. I understand why some people I understand why I went through so many of those hard paths, those bad experiences that I've been through. I know it now because at this point in my life, I had just realized that what I've been through all those years are actually benefiting me right now. Now, it's not only about, oh, I learned from it and it teach me something. Not only that, but that is also true. Everything that happens to me, I learn from them. And I understand that they happen because there's something I need to learn. Maybe somebody came into my life just to betray me, just to betray my trust because I didn't set boundaries. I didn't learn to set boundaries. So that's what I need to learn. But if I don't learn, something else will happen that will force me to learn about boundaries, right? So when I start to look at bad experiences or people that way, everything becomes lessons. I was like, okay, it's painful. I'm hurt, but there must be something I need to learn from this. What is it then? I stop blaming the people who did this. I stop blaming the situation that happens. I start looking at what is this experience? What is this situation is telling me? And so I got a lot of lessons out of those experiences, right? And I never really understood what would happen from understanding those things until now. Now I decided to become a full time content creator, and my contents are actually those experiences that I lived through, those painful, hurtful, really bad experiences that I have been through and survived. Those things are my product. Those things are my content. You see? And maybe back in 2025 when I wanted to be a full-time content creator, I didn't have enough experience. So I had to went through the entire 2025 to learn that I need to step out of survival mode in order to be in my full power as a creative because I need to feel safe here. And if I don't, I can't, you know? So I learned that. I stepped out of survival mode. And then two months after stepping away from survival mode, I found my passion. I found like I always want to be content creator, but I don't know what I'm going to tell people. I don't know what I'm going to give. I don't know what I'm going to create, right? But now I have all the tools in the back of my pocket the whole time. All those hard experiences, all those hardships, all those betrayals, all those disappointments, heartaches, heartbreaks, even shape me into who I am today. One, but it also become the unlimited source of my content. Just like that, I don't have to scrape or like try to script, the ideas from my contents. Why? Because I lived through it. And by living through those things, I was able to help, you know, by telling people what I did to get out of it, and how it could help them. And how does this relate to timing is everything? If it's not now, if I try to push content creation before, I wouldn't be successful. I would still be lost. Like I would be thinking about what contents I'm going to make on these days, what I'm going to say, what about the scripts, how do I look, what I need to wear. I would have no idea what to do, right? But with this realization of the timing right now, everything slowly revealed itself to me. I automatically know what I'm going to wear. I automatically feel at peace in simply expressing, the experience that I've been through because I know a lot of people have been through the same thing and maybe worse. And I those are lessons. Those are something that would help a lot of people, and a lot of people will relate to it definitely. And maybe they are still in the mud and not knowing how to get out of it. I want to be that person to get them out of the mud, you know, from all the things that I've learned. So I'm not putting myself up as a guru. I'm not trying to say that I know all. I'm not promising anything, but I'm the living example of someone who lived through it and got out of it. So I used to complain, or like I used to feel like it's unfair all the time. Why those experiences happening to me? Why? Why can't I find like a why can't I okay, first, why can't I study something that I love like other people and then graduate and then pursue that career, something that I already learned and make good money and live a good life? For some people it's like that. It's a straight line like that, and it's they're living happy life, right? I don't know if they're following their dreams, but at least they found what they're doing, what they're good at, right? But for me, it's always like this. I found something good, I gave it a try, and then fail, and then fail, and then fail. It's always like this. And I was like, I felt like a failure back in the day when I was younger in my early 20s. I was like, how come I feel like I'm the only one? Because I'm the only one irresponsible. How come I feel like other people are ahead of me and I'm still digging out of the mud trying to figure something out? But I understand the timing now because I needed to went through all those things, all those years. No matter how unfair it was, no matter how painful it was, I needed to went through it because those are the products of my future self. Those are the products that will make sense one day, and that day is today. So pushing something to happen when it's not the right time is simply you burning out your energy for something that doesn't even click to you, doesn't even align to what you're supposed to do. But by understanding life and let it unfold by itself when the time is right, today is the day that I can say I understand that now. It's unfolding beautifully. Beautifully. Today I'm filming this. It's the starting point of everything. Trust the timing. Nothing is too late. Nothing is too soon. Trust the timing and learn from the experience. Whatever the experience are, learn from them. Something will come out of it. And it will benefit you. Only you. I hope it's still focused on my face because I hope so. Anyway, so okay. So when I was younger, no, only you